The second half of this presentation discusses how to retrieve data using what we call the Advanced Data Access Tool, or more commonly ADAT. This tool is a little different than the visualization system. The visualization system puts points on the map so you can see them on a map. This one allows you to download large chunks of data, either multiple protocols or over multiple days or multiple locations. So it's a different kind of purpose. If you want to get a lot of data, you're going to use ADAT. If you want to see the data on a map and click on individual sites, you'll probably use the Viz system. Again, you can access this by going to datasearch.globe.gov, or up under Globe Data you can see a link to retrieve Globe data. Just like the Viz system, there are 3 steps. Select the protocols you're interested in, apply any filters, and then select download the measurement data. As with the previous presentation, we have a number of slides that walk you through this process to select protocols, select the date range, apply the filters, and then download the measurement data. And you see an example of what the spreadsheet looks like down there in the bottom right corner. So once again, rather than spend too much time on the slides, let me return to the browser. So here we are at the ADAT tool, and as I mentioned initially, the first step is to select protocols. So let's say we want to see aerosols data. You can add up to 5 protocols. I'll stick with just aerosols for now. And then I'll select a date range. So let me slide this over, and I'll choose about the last year's worth of data. Now if I wanted to, I could add some additional filters. For example, only data in this country, only data near a particular lake or river, only data by a particular school or teacher within a lat-long range. So these are all filters you can add if you like. But for now, I'm just going to stick with the aerosol data and a date range, and I'll click on Apply Filter. So it went out and said during this time period there were 82 sites that have aerosol data, and it lists all the schools, the site names, and the latitude, longitude, and elevation of all the sites where data was recorded. If I want, I can click Obtain Measurement Data, and it will go back and say, okay, there's about 4,500 records. Do you want to get it? And you can say yes by clicking on the link. It sometimes can take a little bit of time. It's got to go through the Globe database, pull all the data, order it and sort it for you, and then prepare it in a CSV file. After a bit of time, it finishes its processing and it says the file is ready for download. You can save this to your desktop. Once you open the CSV file, you'll see the various titles of the variables across the first row. The second row will have a brief description of what that particular data is, and then the raw data follows. We do limit you to downloading 1 million records per access of the ADAT tool. So if you are going to download large data sets, you may have to break them down into smaller chunks, maybe data once per year instead of all 20 years worth of data. So with that, you now know how to use the ADAT tool and download measurement data. As with Viz, I have a couple of tests for you to try some things out yourself. And the answers are also there. And so at this point now you should know how to find your data, find data from other schools, and you can start creating sites, entering data, and then being able to pull that data back out of the Globe Viz system. In this particular package we do have a case study for an El Nino analysis. So if you have a few moments and you'd like to take a walk through, you can use this case study and do some analysis yourself and see if you can discover whether El Nino was measured by the McKnight Middle School in the United States during the last El Nino. Any questions? Please contact help@globe.gov. Thank you.